Hi, my name is Nagesh. In this video, I am going to talk about Monty Hall problem, which is a very famous brain teaser and a paradox. Okay, here we go. Imagine that you are on a game show. Say you are a contestant. In this game show, you have a chance to win a brand new car, which also happen to be your dream car. So you want to play it very seriously. Here is a game. There are three closed doors, say door number 1, door number 2 and door number 3. Behind one of the doors there is a car and behind other two doors there are goats. As a contestant, you don't know where the car is, but host does. He happens to know what is behind each of these doors. Okay, the game goes as follows. Host asks you to pick one of the three doors. Say you pick door number 1. Of course, you hope for a car, not goat. After you're done picking the door, host doesn't reveal your pick immediately. Rather, he opens one of the two other doors behind which he knew there is a goat. Say he opened door number 3 for you. As you see, there is a goat. Then he asks you the following. You still want to stick with the door number 1 or you want to switch to door number 2? So here is an offer. You can switch to door number 2 if you want to. Is that an offer? You must be thinking that host is tricking you to get you pick a goat. Actually, he is not tricking you. Thing is, whether you pick a car or goat originally, host always has to open one of the two other doors with goat and must offer you choice to switch. That's pretty much his job as a host. Okay, fine. So, is it in your interest to switch to door number 2? Question is, what is the better strategy? You better off switching, you better off not switching, or you think it doesn't matter? Some people like to stick with their original choice because they think that host is tricking by opening other door with goat. But that is not the case because host always does that whether you pick car or goat. It is the game procedure. And most people don't take switch in this game because they think it doesn't matter as there are two doors left unrevealed, one with a car and one with goat after one goat revealed by host. So they think 50-50 chance. This reasoning makes sense if host reveals the goat before you pick the door. Well, answer is you should always take a switch in this game. If you do that, your chances of winning car get doubled. That means by switching, you will win twice often than you would without switching. Yes, I know, you don't see that. It is very counterintuitive actually. That's why it is called paradox. In this video, my job is to make you understand it intuitively and mathematically that how this chance gets doubled with this switching strategy. Okay, first let me explain intuitively, then I will do mathematics to prove my claim. Intuitive solution. Initially, you have 33.33% chance to pick a car. That implies you have 66.66% chance to pick a goat. Fine. Let's hold on to switching strategy and play the game. Let's fix a configuration here. We put a car behind door number 1 and goats behind other two doors and play. Start. Say you pick door number 1, behind which there is a car actually. Then host has to open door with a goat. So he can open either door number 2 or door number 3 as both having goats. Say he opened door number 3 and offer you choice to switch. Then you are switching to door number 2. you win a goat. Okay. Let's close the doors and get another goat for door number 2 and play again. This time you pick door number 2. Then host must open door number 3 as door number 1 having car. So he opens door number 3. Then you are switching to door number 1. You win a car this time. Let's close these doors and get a new car for door number 1 and play once more. This time you pick door number 3. Then host must open door number 2 as door number 1 having a car. So he opens door number 2. Then you are switching to door number 1. You win a car again. So you win a car 2 out of 3 games as you holding on to switching strategy. If you are playing with switching strategy, what happens is whenever you pick a car initially, then you will be switching to door with a goat for sure. Whereas if you pick a goat initially, then you will be switching to door with a car for sure, as other goat already got revealed by host. Therefore, using the switching strategy, chances of winning car is same as chances of picking a goat initially, which is 66.66%. And chances of not winning a car is same as chances of picking a car initially, which is 33.33%. So intuitively, it is clear that by taking switch in this game, the chances of winning car get doubled. Now it is time to verify our intuition with rigorous mathematics. I am going to assume that you are familiar with some discrete probability. In fact, we are going to consider a more general version of Monty Hall problem, in which we have C plus G doors with C cars and G goats, where the number of goats strictly bigger than number of cars, and everything else is pretty much the same. That is, you pick one door and host reveals one door with goat, then you get offered to switch and so on. Now I am claiming that in this general version also, by taking switch you can always improve your chances of winning car. I am not saying it will get doubled always, and of course the chances will be doubled if you work with one car and two goats. That means our original Monty Hall problem is a special case of this general version. Here is the mathematical solution. Now I want to show that the probability of winning a car by taking switch is strictly bigger than probability of winning car without taking switch. Here we go. Here you pick one door at random as all doors look identical and you can't see any clue. Let A denote the event that the door you picked as a car. Then A complement must denote the event that the door you picked as a goat. Let W0 denote the event that you winning a car without using switching strategy. And let WS denote the event that you winning a car using switching strategy. We want to show that probability of WS strictly bigger than probability of W0. It is pretty clear that probability of A equal to probability of W0, since the chances of winning a car without switching is same as chances of you picking a car at first place, which equal to C by C plus G, as there are C doors with the cars among C plus G doors. And probability of A complement equal to G by C plus G, as there are G doors with goats among C plus G doors. We can also see this way. Probability of A complement equal to 1 minus probability of A. So that means 1 minus C by C plus G will be G by C plus G. Now let's look at conditional probabilities. Probability of winning car by switching, given that you already picked car, equal to C minus 1 by C plus G minus 2. Since host revealed one goat and you picked one car already, so C minus 1 cars left behind remaining C plus G minus 2 doors. And probability of winning car by switching given that you already picked goat equal to C by C plus G minus 2. Since host revealed one goat and you picked one goat already, so still C cars left behind remaining C plus G minus 2 doors. From total probability theorem we have this. It says that probability of winning car using switching equal to probability of winning car using switching given that you picked a car into probability of you picking a car plus probability of winning a car using switching given that you picked a goat into probability of you picking a goat. That is, probability of WS is weighted average of these conditional probabilities, probability of WS given A and probability of WS given A complement, with weights being probability of A and probability of A complement respectively. If we substitute probabilities and conditional probabilities that we obtained in the previous slide in the total probability theorem, we have this expression for probability of WS. Now let's watch the animation for simplification. There you go. So we got probability of WS equal to C times C plus G minus 1 by C plus G times C plus G minus 2. So this is the probability of winning car using switching in terms of number of cars and number of goats. Now we can see that this expression is strictly bigger than C by C plus G, since C plus G minus 1 is strictly bigger than C plus G minus 2. And we can see that right hand side C by C plus G actually equal to probability of W naught. And also we know that the left hand side is probability of WS. So we have probability of WS is strictly bigger than probability of W naught. That means using switching strategy, we can always improve our chances of winning car. Next, our original Monty Hall problem, C equal to 1, G equal to, we have the probability of WS equal to, if we substitute C equal to 1, G equal to in the expression for probability of WS, we get 2 by 3. And probability of W naught, if we substitute C equal to 1, G equal to for expression for probability of W naught, we get 1 by 3. So we can see that probability of WS is 2 times probability of W naught. So in our original Monty Hall problem, switching strategy doubles the chances of winning car. So now we verified our intuition with mathematics. Thank you.